Hey guys, so today's video is a Taylor Swift tutorial. Pardon my skin right now. I've been using my Clarisonic and my skin is going through kind of a purging phase. I'm going to be using my Skindinavia No More Shine Makeup Finishing Spray as well as the primer because we're getting into summer and my skin is crazy oily. So I'm going to spray this in an X and then a T. Kind of seems like a lot, but it really does the job. So just let that dry. You'll feel it start to get a little bit tacky, and then it will dry up. Alright, so now that that's dry, I'm going to take my primer, and I read a bunch of reviews about this on Sephora's website, and then I saw some people who recommended it just on YouTube and things like that. And it's for oily skins. I think it's for everybody. It's a mineral primer, but specifically good for oily skins, and that's the Hourglass mineral primer, and I got the little size. This was $17, and let me see, 0.33 ounces. Now it is really small, but I don't always use primers that much, and so I just want to make sure that I like this before I drop like $55 on it. So it's nice that they make this in a little trial size, so I'm really excited to give it a go. I've tried it a couple times and so far I really like it. So I'm just going to use about 1.5 pumps for my face, and I'm just going to kind of distribute it. And you can see it's like white. It kind of looks like sunscreen. You could actually probably use one pump, but I'm going to take it down my neck just a little bit. And you just want to really rub this into the skin. I just worked this in really, really well. Alright, so now that that is all set, I'm going to use my Chanel Perfection Lumiere foundation. I know that Taylor Swift loves the MAC Studio Tech foundation, and I actually don't have that, but I've been thinking about getting it because it's acne-genic or anti-acne, and it's really good coverage, and it would be really good coverage for my scarring until I can get that taken care of. So I'm just worried because MAC foundations generally break me out, but this one seems a little bit different, so I might give that a go. But I'm going to use my Perfection Lumiere. It gives me a really flawless, really pretty look, and the finish is semi-matte, but it also has like light reflecting particles, so it's a little bit glowing, which I love. So I'm going to take this and shake it up just a little bit. I take about 2 pumps right there. Oh, sorry, my shade is in B20, which I'm very similar to Taylor's skin tone, that we're both very light. I don't know if she's a little bit lighter in this video, but I'm just going to use my Real Techniques buffing brush with this. Oh, I can't wait to get makeup on. You really want to work this really deep into the skin. You want to really push it in, buff it out. You don't want any unevenness or splotchiness. And as always, you want to take your foundation down the neck. The more that you push the foundation into your skin, the more coverage you're going to get. So make sure that you take the most time with this step. This is the most important step, creating that nice flawless canvas. Alright, so we're going to start with brows, and I'm just going to take a brow comb and I'm just going to brush through them. And they are a bit red because I did pluck them earlier, so that might be what you see if you see some red. Okay, to fill in my brows, Taylor has very light hair. Obviously, her hair is blonde, and she has lighter brows, and they're very natural. They're actually lighter than mine, but I'm not going to bleach them just for the tutorial. So I'm just going to take MAC eyeshadow in Wedge, which is right here, and a MAC 266 brush, which is an angled eyeshadow brush, or it's an angled, I don't know what you call it, eyebrow brush, I guess. And I'm just going to really, really lightly fill them in. Her brows are not defined, they're not strong at all, they're just really, really naturally filled in. Just going to extend my brow just a little bit. The trick is to take your pencil or your brush or whatever and put it on your nose, the outer corner, and that is where your brow should end. So I always just extend mine just a little bit. Alright, now for an eyeshadow base, I just got this NARS smudge proof eyeshadow base, and it's actually like really massive. The top is as big as the bottom, which is really funny, but it works really well for oily lids. So I'm gonna, I heard from Miss Glamorazzi that it was really good for oily lids, but I wasn't sure. So I just thought I would pick it up and give it a try. Just put a little of that on and then blend it out with my finger. And it kind of feels like a makeup primer. And I wore this all day yesterday just to test it out. And my eyeshadow stayed better than any other base I have ever used. I was really, really impressed with it. So Alright, and then Taylor's look is very interesting. In the Wonderstruck advertisement, which is the one that I'm doing, and I will put the picture or the video, link it on my blog, and her eye makeup looks, there's different lighting. So at first it looks a little bit kind of brown and shimmery, and then as you get later in the video it looks like it's more of like a purple blue. So you could kind of go either way with it, but I think it's the lighting that makes it the purple blue kind of look, and so I'm gonna go with more of a brown eye. If you look when the lighting is true, natural light, well natural, they're doing a photo shoot, but when it's like the prettiest light, the daytime light, because when it's a little bit blue, it's a more of a nighttime kind of scene in the video. So I'm going to use a couple different brown eyeshadows, and the first one is going to be Patina by MAC, and it's a really pretty kind of brown, it's like a brownish bronze. It's really nice all over the lid colors, so I'm going to take just a MAC 217 brush and just take that Patina, and this is going to go all over the eye. Just do the same thing to the other eye. And then I'm going to take a different 217 brush. I'm going to take MAC eyeshadow in Mulch, which is a pretty kind of brown gold kind of color. And just take this right on the tip of the brush. And we're going to put this in the outer corner and just do circular motions. We're just going to darken up the outer corner of the eye and blend it in a little bit. Her eyeshadow isn't all that dark, but it is darker in the outer part of the eye. With this look, it's more about making the lashes and the lips the focus. So we're just going to kind of circular motions and then just start doing circular motions in just a little bit. We don't want to take this too high either. So I'm just focusing this in the outer corner. And I'm going to work on the other eye. Alright, and then I'm just going to take a clean fluffy brush. This is a Sigma 222. And I'm just going to blend this line out. Now for eyeliner, since she's wearing black, really heavy lashes, I am going to do a black liner, and I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown gel liner in black ink with a Laura Mercier fine point eyeliner brush. And what I'm going to do here is just make a really thin line up to the inner corner of the eye. And keep it really thin all the way out. So she's usually wearing a flick, but you can't really tell in this, in the video, but since she's wearing such big lashes, I am going to do a bit of one. And what I'm going to do is keep my eye open and extend my lower lash line and just draw in a little flick here. And then kind of join it in with the rest of the liner. Alright, now that our liner is done, I'm going to just curl my lashes and add a bit of mascara. She's not wearing anything under the lower lash line, but I'm just going to add a bit of mascara down there. I'm going to take my L'Oreal Voluminous Million Lashes mascara, which I really like. The brush is really neat, and since we are going to apply false lashes, I'm not going to use too much of this, but just enough to really separate them, make them look nice and big. Alright, and then just a tiny bit on the bottom lashes, Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. Just the smallest little amount. I'm just barely even running this over. And you want to focus it in the outer. You just want to barely even touch the inner corner lashes. Alright, now for the lashes, I'm going to use Red Cherry number 66s, and you can see I've worn these before. So, I've already fitted them, but if you haven't, you want to make sure that they fit really well on your eye, and that if you need to, you trim them up. I'm going to take my tweezers, just to make it a little bit easier, grab them right in the middle. And then I'm going to take I love the Revlon Precision Lash Adhesive, because it's just easier to work with than the Duo, because it has this nice little wand, and you just paint it on the ends. Alright, and then the last thing is going to be lips, and it's the focus of her whole look. Taylor Swift is known for her bright red lips. They're always so beautiful. So I'm going to use 2 different lip products, but first I want to tell you that I did scrub my lips with my Sarah Have, the lip scrub in almond cream, which I love. It's available at Neiman's and Nordstrom's, but you can really use any lip scrub. I know Lash has one. You can also get this one I mentioned on bloom.com. Okay, so I know this looks really funny because I already have my lips done and I didn't tell you guys about it. So, my camera ran out of memory, so I'm having a lot of problems with this thing today. It's driving me absolutely insane. What I did, just so you guys know, I took my NARS Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in Cruella. I outlined my lips with that and filled them in just a tiny bit. Then I took my Dior Rouge Dior lipstick in 999, and I put this right in the center of my lips. Just like that. And I took a MAC lip brush. This one that I use is a 316, and I just blended that into the darker color, but I still left the darker color defining the outer part, and I blended that all together, and then I took a little bit more of this and I put it right on top, because Taylor's lips are really the focus of this look. She's really well known for her red lips, and in the center it's glossy and a little bit lighter, and in the outer part it is a little bit darker and more defined and not quite as glossy. So that is what I did. I'm sorry you guys didn't get to see it. Oh, it's driving me so crazy. Next time I'll make sure that everything is working and everything's okay. I had no idea it was going to run out of memory. I just assumed that it wouldn't take this long to film this video. So, anyway, that is the finished look. I hope you guys all liked this look and that you are having a fabulous day. Please send me any of your requests at colorsweptbeauty@gmail.com. For tutorials, I'm going to be doing a Megan Fox and probably a Leighton Meester, or I might pick one or the other. I'm also kind of working on a Jessie J. She was on The Voice the other day, and I thought she looked amazing. So I am really excited to film that video for you guys. And I think that's pretty much it. I have some other fun videos coming, and so stay tuned for those, and I will see you all next time. Bye!